So far, all you've heard from is me. So I thought it'd be nice in this edition to talk with Marc and get Marc involved about talking about one of his favourite songs from the collection. First Floor was the first song we did where one of us started with a completely blank piece and didn't know what to do with it. Underneath here you can hear how I would send to Marc. In previous editions I've played you some of Marc's little Logic demos. For me it was very much a case of strumming along on an acoustic guitar with an idea I had and some half-formed vocal ideas. What you can hear here is my initial demo for what became The Spaces Between. But one morning I woke up with an idea behind the piano and I was so enthused with it, I laid it down very quickly, put some drums underneath it, and promptly froze. I had no idea what to do with it. I thought there was a good structure there. There was a definite shape to it, but I didn't know what to do. So I sent it to Marc, and watching him go was like watching a greyhound out of the trap. He seized upon this beautifully, and I'm going to let him talk a little bit about how he came up with the melody and the lyrics, because it was such a quick write.
Yeah, when you sent over the track, I was automatically out of the gate. The chord changes, the vibe, the groove made me want to work on it. And I've been journaling a lot, writing a lot in this little green book I have, thinking about my lady, Kathleen, who left us in 2016. I don't know, I thought, well, let's go there. Let's get a little bit personal. Stories of us being at the top of the Sears Tower having a drink in Chicago and looking over the lake. These images just came back. And then I'd go take out the garbage and there'd be somebody at the elevator just looking down in their phone and they don't even look up to say hi. And I was like, oh, geez, I wish I was back, just in a different place. But yeah, this floods of stuff just came in just because of the track that you sent. It just made me want to go.
I could tell that this was coming from the heart. And so I asked him what came back to him. Where had those ideas come from?
I was just thinking, again, about, the First Floor thing is, me and Kathleen used to have this thing where we never wanted to live on the first floor. I mean, who really does when you live in an apartment? But so my life with her was on the top floor of the building that we lived in Chicago. And when she left, again, it's like now I'm back on the first floor. But I had so many good memories. So I was really in that place at the time when I was writing the lyric to that. So that was good stuff in my head, good memories.
The track that we wound up with was a very, very layered vocal sound, and I think there was about 3 versions where Marc just kept sending me things with more vocals on them. He just kept adding and adding and adding, and this expansive sound came about. And I asked him what influenced him there, because we've very similar influences in common, but I thought, what made you go for this huge vocal sound over this particular track? What spurred you? And he told me this.
I probably was listening to a lot of Beach Boys at the time, maybe like Pet Sounds, or perhaps the Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle, 2 of my favorite records. And, I had wanted to do some harmony and make it big, make it stand out, make it special sounding. I don't know, I was really into it. So from a production side, I was going for it. I was being real creative.
We then introduced, as we mentioned at Lost at Sea in the first podcast, the unofficial, official, definite, unofficial, official third member of the band, Robert Baird. And I asked Marc about his reaction to the track and what made him think that Robert was the man for the job, as he clearly did.
Sir Robert? Yes. I probably just figured this was right up his alley. Because sometimes Robert will, if you send him a track, he'll send it back to you, produced differently with all kinds of stuff on it, which is great. I love that. But I think I sent it to him knowing that he would know what to do with it. as far as orchestration, and he just has that magical touch. And we, once again, that's the Candy thing, make it taking a tune and just taking it to the next level with some things that will tickle the ear. But here he just nails it, I think.
I really do think this is one of our toppermost of the poppermost sounds on the album. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It took my idea and ran with it, and then gave it to somebody else who ran with it even further. And it's created this lovely, summery, upbeat pop tune. First Floor.
Some things, then I bought a case of brandy, and she really got a hold of me. Now I'm thinking of that love that circled me with flames. It was all up top, just below the sky, but it cost so much, it hurt so much to let her go, to let her fly. Now I'm drinking to that love, and I won't be the same. I fell before, but not this fast, and not that far. Hey, I'm coming down. I've been uptown so long, higher than that wire, and that girl, well, she's not around anymore. Now we're living on the first floor once again, once again. I believe it's once again. The neighbors there, all in their phones. I pass them at the elevator, but they never say hello. Now I'm winking at that girl. She reminds me of the day we were at the top, we were looking out. The lake was like an ocean. I said, hey, we'll have another round. We were drinking to a world that had no end. I've been moved before, but not as much, and not as sure. Hey, I'm coming down. I've been uptown so long, higher than that wire, and this girl, well, she's not around anymore. Now we're living on the first floor once again. First floor. Before, but not that fast and not that hard. Once again, I believe it. Once again, I fell before, but not as fast and not as hard. Hey, I'm coming down. I've been uptown so long, higher than that wire, and that girl, well, she's not around anymore. Now we're living on the first floor once again. I'm coming down.